The first thing you need to remember about writing fiction is this. The goal of every story is to create emotion, which means your first priority as a writer is not word photography. It's not making things sound pretty as you describe a mental movie. And your goal isn't really to show off. I mean, nobody really cares how profound you are, sorry. The reason we read stories is to be moved. We want to feel something. That's because story is primarily a language of emotion. It's not mostly about words or actions, it's about feelings. If a story doesn't move you emotionally, then it fails as a story. Because if you aren't moved, you're bored. Now, it is possible for a story that creates emotion to fail as a story anyway, particularly if the feeling it creates isn't the one that's intended. For instance, Mystery Science Theater 3000 used to mock old monster movies for how bad they were. I love that program. They turned what was intended as a horror into comedy. Some filmmakers actually reward an audience's sophistication with movies that are intentionally campy. The idea is to get the audience to laugh at how bad something is without needing anyone to point it out. Well, as a writer, you need to understand what your readers expect. How do they want to be moved? And then you need to shape your story to meet those expectations, but in surprising ways. Your main goal should be to move your readers in a precise way, to make them feel exactly the way you want them to feel. So the goal of every story is to create emotion, and the goal of every writer should be to create precise emotion.